getting rid of this Affordable Health Care Act, you know what I'm saying? It's not fully gone, but it's, you know what I'm saying? They got a victory, I'll say, today. And the worst part of it is they actually have a celebration that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to put on a party and celebrate that, you know what I'm saying, that they've had this monumental occasion. And they still got to go through the second part of it, but they feel like they've, you know what I'm saying, had a huge monkey off their back, to put it down. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's what they want to do. They just happy they got a huge monkey off their back. You know what I'm saying? My man Ruff said I had to wait for Angela to go to sleep. Angela in the next room, man. Angela in the next room. I know my brother's calling. I'm gonna answer, but he don't even know he on the show. But this gonna be random. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the Kickin' It with Kysii show. What's up, man? You know you calling dead in the middle of my show, even though you didn't know it, but you connected up. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. My fault.
I told everybody on air, I said, hey, man, you don't even know he on air, but he calling right here on air, man. So how you doing today, brother?
I'm good, my man. I'm tired. Getting off work.
Yeah, you getting off work. You had to do a 12-hour shift today?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, man.
Yes, I did.
Hey, so
I'm calling because I'm partaking in the graduation of my nephew and your stepson.
That's correct, man. His graduation is this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying, we got a great occasion that's going to go down. My son Devin actually is graduating from Georgia Southern University on Saturday. Sure. So we're going to do a big shing-ding. Is that the word? Shindig. I'm making up words. A big shindig in the
yes, it's a shindig.
That's it, in the backyard. So we're gonna have maybe 50, 60 folks come through and do their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Big L Angela ain't saying wrap nothing up, man. You over here tripping over there, man. I wear the pants in this house, man. Why y'all in here tripping? These people over here tripping, man. They told my wife come in here and shut it down. Hey, my man Chief said, what you doing calling the town? Hey, my man Rasan actually worked 11-11, man. So, you know what I'm saying, you get off in the evening and stuff. And I'm off tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stuff to handle, you know what I'm saying? And I'm up, I'm laid out, man. I'm always up, man. Yeah, so how was your day, man, anyway?
It was okay. It was all right. We saved some lives today.
Yeah, he works at a hospital.
I do all day, every day.
Yeah. That's true. All day, every day, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so.
All right.
Hey, man, try to get off, man. I ain't done with you yet, man. Hey, you hear about the Trump, what do you call it? Victory today with the affordable health care. I know y'all probably talked about it working in the hospital setting. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody mentioned that Mr. Trump felt like he, did something major by just getting one half of Congress to try to pass and repeal Obamacare, but I don't think it's gonna happen. The other half they ain't gonna take it, man. I don't think it's gonna make it.
You think it's gonna get shot down?
It's gonna be shot down. I'm pretty sure that they get halfway and then they get mad. It ain't gonna work. They can't hold the brother man down. You know what I'm saying? Always been on black, man.
Yeah, man. Why you telling me the only one that he ain't the only one that worked? What you talking about, Chief? You just being hate, man. You just walking in hate, man. Just hate all in your voice, man. Oh, hating ass Chief. Just saying hate for no reason. Just in here hate. What up, man? What's good, Chief? Hey, man. Hey, so yeah. I ain't gonna put neither one of y'all on air about that. But we'll talk offline about that, Chief. Chief and you had something in common that y'all were talking about, but we'll talk about that offline. What's the last other thing? Now let me ask you this, man. We got a cat up in here from the 757, my man Robert Slade, Newport News. He's a little younger than us though, but I think one of his brothers actually went to school with us. You know any Slades, man? For some reason he said he went to Ferguson.
Familiar. Names kind of sound familiar, man. Well, I ain't been in Newport News since the 90s.
You talking about living there? I know you visited there.
Living there. I've been there, but I ain't been living there.
But you say you would like to retire there after
When they retired near some water, that would be nice, but I can't call it right now, man. Just trying to live for the day.
Do you miss the seafood? That's the part. I do miss that.
The seafood was delicious, and the seafood and it was in the history.
His brother named Linwood Slade. Yeah, man, I knew that name, Linwood Slade.
Linwood, I remember Linwood Smith, not Slade.
He got a brother named Linwood Slade and William Slade. Yeah, I remember Slades, man. Yeah. What's the other thing? Yeah, man. So, I mean, you're let me ask you this, bro. I'm just gonna get down to it. I ain't going into that one area, but here, I know you yourself recently are a single brother out here. What do you find as far as struggles out here, and as far as looking for a quality woman out here in these streets, man? I know because you know what I'm saying, women always say ain't no good men around. You know what I'm saying? And I know you got all your stuff together. You're professional. You got to, you work. You take care of your children. You got a whole bunch of baby mamas running around. You know what I'm saying? You're financially straight. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you find as far as, you know what I'm saying, your experience out here with women, man? You know what I'm saying?
My man, I really can only speak for me. I'm just at a place in my life where I'm not a young knucklehead, man. I've been there, done all that. You meet people for a reason, a season or a lifetime, man. I think that I'm at a place in my life where I think, I recognize it. I have to have my own reasons for not being single, man. You just got to know, first of all, you really got to know who you are before you start trying to get in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and then you have to, after you pass that test, whether you know yourself or not, then you get into the dating world and arena, and then you have to decide whether you want quality or quantity.
Yeah.
There's a lot of quantity out here in Atlanta, as it is, but those brothers who into quantity rather than quality out here dogging all these women,
they got messed
making
up.
them crazy.
Right.
Whether they're younger or whether they're older, they're just angry. I was listening to a podcast, a link that you sent me the other day, and them sisters was angry, man. They loved the brothers, but they was mad.
That's true.
And it was like they kind of flipped the script. Now, whether they're younger or even, the more established ones, now it's like, they look at having a black man is not even a commodity anymore. They kind of really don't view us as, viable. It's almost like they flipped it now. Now they look at us as objects rather than, a stable, a force that they're willing to help build up in the world.
Yeah.
So I think that, nowadays, especially at this day and age, you depending on your maturity in life with this dating scene, you really have to know what you want.
All right.
A lot of people out here playing games. I mean, a lot of people right now, it's just a big game.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to commit. Nobody wants to be serious. Everybody's like, hey, I got my thing. You got your thing. We can just meet up, have fun, and then go our separate ways.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying. Then you got the people who say that they want to be serious. Meet them in church, and they be the freakiest ones. You know what I'm saying? You go to christianmingle.com and Christian Cafe. And then you hook up.
Oh my God!
And they just like, I'm saving myself for the Lord. I want a man who's saved and filled, and he got his heart right. And then they be the first one to be like, you know what I'm saying? Be the first one to want to get busy. Like, hey, wait a minute. And you just say you want a man who, like God and everything, who want to be, spirit filled and saved, and they be the freakiest ones. Not that I've experienced anything like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you experienced something. So imagine this, because that's the thing now. As far as some women, like especially here, somebody said farmersonly.com. Yo, that's funny though. But hey, now there are women who are, oh my God, Gregor said farmers only is marketing to black women now. That's funny as hell. Okay, let me get back to my statement. That's funny. That's really funny right there. All right. Now, There are a lot of women who are single already, have gone through relationships, have got burnt through relationships, that say, yo, I'm going to just do this on my own. And they now, you know what I'm saying, they're grown. They may have one child, two children, maybe three children, but they actually are doing everything on their own. They the father and the mother of the relationship. So, you know what I'm saying, they handling their business. So a lot of them feel like, yo, I don't need no man. You know what I'm saying? And I always felt that, I call it the independent woman syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Their household is already set. They already set in their ways. They already set in how they want things to be. And they're not really receptive to another guy coming in there and knocking them off of their set routine or their household. You know what I'm saying? Do you run into that?
Well, I mean, a lot of people now, man, they are some folk who don't have that background, don't have that good home, stable home where they see that model in front of them, think alternatively. You know, they got their way to do things, and they're not really open to allow somebody in their space and build a life together. Yet, you know, some folks just, they've tried that, then they've done that, got burned, and they just don't want to do it no more. Then you got no folk who are really honestly open to building a nurturing, mutually satisfying relationship, you know, where everybody celebrate each other's strengths together, depending on their unique situation. You know, I mean, you can't, one size does not fit all. You know, the woman isn't supposed to be all subservient all the time, and you know, and let the man work. You know, nowadays the women bring home more money than the men sometimes. You know, and the tables are turned. So we have to find what works in the relationship.
Right, and now
that's just my 2 cents, man. You know,
I actually heard one of the most interesting things. It wasn't this week. It was last week, or was it early this week? Was it early this week? It might have been the top of this week. It was the top of this week. My man Floss 700, one half of the podcast brothers, had a show. I don't know the proper terms, poly something, but it's basically people who have poly relationships, and it was a guy and his wife on the show. It was absolutely the craziest thing I had ever heard, because, I mean, I've heard of this, but I've never heard nobody just come on and speak freely. So it was a guy and his wife, and they spoke about their openness to have additional people added into their relationship. Now,
you're talking about the Jada and Will Smith type relationship.
Yeah, but this was even different, because they are open to allowing a person enter in, you know what I'm saying, at a certain point. But I'm talking about as far as them both going out and selecting a person. Babe, I need to show you something. My wife just walked in here. I want you to see this, right? This is the most ridiculous thing.
Quietly.
I know you want to hear quietly. Look,
and
y'all
you instructed me to walk in quietly.
Listen, y'all hear Angela, right? You know how she does. She comes in.
I did not. I came in quietly.
Listen.
As you asked me to.
Listen. All right, you're right.
Now you're asking me to say something.
You're right. You
now,
can't.
Make up your mind. You want me to shut up or you don't?
No, you're. I'll show you later.
No, be quiet or not. Make up your mind.
You know you can't be quiet. People already over here said that you just gonna come and shut it down. They already making jokes over here already.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all got a bad. See, they talking about about to shut it down. See, they over here taking bets over here now. It's funny to them, man. It's funny. No, the show ain't over, man. People are telling me the show over. I got I got a couple minutes, man. Anyway, I got Rasan on the line till he called in. We'll see him in the morning. Make sure you get plenty of rest.
Show. He got work to do tomorrow. Here, you better get off this show. You need to be getting some rest.
She done me.
He said you talking to him. Yeah, she talking to you, man. She talking to you.
Yes.
We were just actually talking about dating and all that stuff. That's what we're talking about. It was just a general topic. But Gregor said something funny. Did you know that they're marketing farmersonly.com to black women also?
I saw a black woman on there.
Ain't that absolutely crazy?
I don't think so.
It's not. Would you be open to that if you were in the dating scene?
Not me personally. I don't. That's not my thing.
You wouldn't date a farmer?
Probably not. He'd have to be a special kind of farmer for me.
What kind of special?
What does that mean?
I mean, what kind of special farmer is that, man? What does
He
this
has
farmer?
to be a well-rounded, well-traveled, well-educated, paid farmer for me to actually be interested in.
So, do you watch Queen Sugar?
Love Queen Sugar.
So my man, I can't remember his name. If it's a white version of him, would you like it? I'm not talking about the young dude that went to jail. I'm talking about
Okay.
no, I'm talking about old boy.
the one that helps him out.